Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Rob.
And this is Ask Rob and Rob.
Hello everybody, welcome to Ask Rob and Rob, the show where you get your marvellous questions in, and we do our very best to give you some half-decent answers that hopefully are useful to you all. And as we've done this over 250 times now, it seems that you quite like it, and your questions keep coming in. And that might be down to the fact that we give you a friendly nudge each week to get your questions in through one of our two simple methods.
Yes, do you have this memorised yet? If not, then here it is. 013 808 00035. That's 013 808 00035. Or you can go to propertyhub.net/ask. Leave us a voicemail via one of those two methods and an answer won't be far away.
So first up, we've got a question in from Marika.
Hi Rob and Rob, my name is Marika. I love your podcast and love the market updates you recently started, so please keep it up. My question relates to bridging. I want to buy a property that needs substantial work and the plan is to sell it once the works are completed. I'm considering going for a bridging loan, but I worry that if I buy now, by the time the refurb is complete, the market may collapse and I will not be able to or want to sell. And getting a traditional buy-to-let mortgage at that point may also prove difficult. Considering the potential upcoming market crash that you can hear about in the news, would it be better to purchase with a buy-to-let mortgage like a traditional one? I know you guys mentioned previously on a podcast that traditional banks do not like this if their loans are used to refurb and then get out of the deal. What would be the actual consequences? I already have a portfolio, but this will be my first place, so I'm a bit nervous. Your help would be much appreciated. Thanks in advance.
Great question. We've done so many of these episodes now, and I don't think we've had this type of question before. But it's going to be really useful, hopefully just for yourself to think about, but also for everyone else listening. Because you can't have it all your own way. The potential upsides of this strategy, if you get it right, are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But there is risk. There is absolutely risk involved. And the bigger potential of reward also brings a bigger potential of risk. And if you are uncomfortable with that risk, there is nothing that I can say or anyone else can say to make you push forward. Because you have to wholeheartedly accept the risk if you want to pursue this strategy. If you believe the media and you think, you know what, there is a crash coming, then why would you proceed? Like, why would you? If you have that belief, it would be crazy to go against yourself. You're betting against your beliefs. So although you want the result, your beliefs are telling you that you're not going to get it. So why go ahead? But what if the market was steaming ahead and the media was saying everything's fantastic? Should you pile in then? Well, no, not if you can't accept the risk, because even if the media is building up the market and saying everything's fantastic, then it doesn't mean a crash can't happen and won't be around the corner, because that very thing has happened before. We've had the media praising the property market, talking about how wonderful it is, how everyone's getting rich, and then 2008 happened and we had a massive crash. The media wasn't saying, leading up to that, watch out, a crash is coming. No, quite the opposite. They were saying, wow, this is incredible. So many people are becoming wealthy through property. So a mini lesson in there is possibly don't let the media be your guide. But the point I'm making is that in any market condition, you can't eliminate the risk. Just because the market looks favourable now doesn't mean it will be when your project completes. And if you can't accept that, then you can't invest with this strategy. You could do something a lot more secure in property, like buy and hold. It may not give you the returns and rewards that you want, but also the risk is massively reduced. And if you want to get into property, but you want to reduce risk, then maybe that's the way to go forward. And then possibly by making some of those more secure, steady investments, your appetite for risk and your confidence in what you're doing will go up. So I appreciate it's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but it's probably the answer that you need to hear. But good luck with your decision. And I appreciate that's not an easy one in this current climate. But as I've said earlier, probably the one thing I can tell you to do is don't let the media be your investment guide.
Very sensible advice. Let's see if we can also drum up something useful for Claire.
Hi Rob and Rob, this is Claire ringing from West Yorkshire. Okay, I'm an avid follower of the Property Hub. I've managed to acquire 3 properties in the last 18 months. The inspiration and the confidence that you've given me is a real game changer, so thank you. I self-manage the most recent purchase, but Property 1 and Property 2 are with a management company. Through speaking to the tenants, I have discovered, to my horror, that their deposits have not been handled in the advisable way. Also, the quarterly inspections have been neglected. So have you got any advice about how to best deal with the deposit situation? Obviously, I don't want to get involved with any legal wrangles or be liable. How would you suggest I go about releasing the agent from our employment? I'm confident now because I'm a member of the Residential Landlord Association. I've self-managed the third property and feel like I could move forward now managing all three. But obviously, I just need to release the agent from her employment. Any advice would be very much appreciated, as I fear that the deposit situation may become the next claims cash cow, similar to how the PPI mis-selling fiasco has operated in previous years. Thanks so much, and keep doing what you're doing, because it is absolutely life-changing. Thank you so much from the heart.
Claire, first of all, well done. 3 properties in 18 months is super impressive. And the fact that you're now confident enough to want to manage yourself is great as well. So all that is superb. The situation you've got with your agent, less superb. It's one of these annoying things that happens in property, and I can see why it's bothering you, and it's right to bother you, but I don't want you to lose focus on the big picture, which is that you've done really, really well, and I'm sure you'll go on to do even better. So this particular situation then, well, no letting agent is perfect, but protecting the deposit is as basic as it gets. So if they haven't done that correctly, that's not a forgivable slip up. You are right to want to move on from that. How you move on? You've got various different options, verging from the passive to the aggressive, I would say. So contractually, you are going to be tied into that agent, probably for the duration that tenant stays there, even if it's for an initial term of a year. If they keep renewing and they stay for 10 years, the contract's probably going to say that you're still tied to that agent. If you want to just accept that, then you could keep on paying that agent, but just keep a very, very close eye on things yourself. Even go so far as giving the tenant your details directly, if that's something you wanted to do. Basically, keep on paying them, even though they're not really doing anything. That's the passive option. The aggressive option is you say to the agent, look, I know we've got this contract, but you've failed to do your job in a very serious way. Therefore, I'm going to stop paying you. I consider this contract void. I'm just going to go off and manage these properties myself. If you want to take me to court for breach of contract, you go for it. And you know there's a fairly strong chance that they're not going to bother doing that. But there is a middle ground as well, and that is to negotiate with the agent. They'll know that they haven't done particularly well here, and they'll know that they don't particularly have a leg to stand on. So you could see if they'll agree to terminating the contract and letting you walk away. And if they won't, maybe, I don't know, pay them for the next 6 months or something like that as some kind of compromise. If they respond well to that, then that's the perfect situation. If they don't, then you can decide whether from that middle ground you want to go down the aggressive route or the more passive route. Either way, the fact that you have got the knowledge and the confidence to look after things yourself now means that you can always be there as a backstop to make sure that everything is done correctly from here on in. So while it's not ideal, I'm confident that you'll find an acceptable solution, even if it's not one you're delighted with, and then you'll happily move on with your property journey from there. So whatever you do, good luck.
Yes, best of luck to both of our listeners today. That's us done for another week, so thank you for listening. We'll be back on Thursday with the Property Podcast, and of course back with Ask Rob and Rob same time next week. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.